So how did I get started with trading and what made me want to be serious about it? I'll admit it, the first time I got involved with trading was back in 2014. Yeah, 2014. And I joined an MLM, like it was called, it didn't last very long, Elite Trading Academy. The thing that I learned about it at first was I thought it was so simple to make money at first, but I started looking at the teachers, the so-called mentors in there. You really, they were doing things very differently than they were teaching. I noticed that after a while, but it took me too long to really catch on because I was constantly looking for the easy way out. I was, I wanted to stick to their strategy that they were teaching us, but the problem with that I learned over time is that it was flawed. I mean, not fully flawed, but I mean, because it has some details that can make it work, but flawed to the point that I'm utilizing a tool, which is not 100% necessary. You have other steps that you want to actually learn before you actually focus on these tools, the indicators. I mean, there's a variety of indicators, but I mean, sure, they may be consistent for some time, but at some point, it's just going to be one of those things that just makes you lose money over and over again because there's like lags and jumps like that. I mean, some it can be a temporary solution. So once first you're making money, then oh shoot, I'm consistently losing money. Now I'm wondering what the heck I'm doing. Why am I losing? And you're panicking. You want to avoid being in that panicky situation. You want to be in more control of your trading. And that's what I wasn't getting with an MLM because I was limited to this strategy. And it was very, very basic. I wasn't learning any patterns. I wasn't learning about candlesticks. I wasn't learning anything advanced at all. I mean, and with that, it hurt me over time. It kept me sitting and running in place and scattering from video to video, and that was another thing. There's too much information out there to really know what really works, and with that, it kind of conflicts with other things that you're learning. So there's too much confusing until you actually get a mentor, which ultimately made the difference in my trading. I mean, I've worked with different people. I learned different things and experiences, I guess. And with that, I grew. My trading improved. I dumped. Actually, I would say my latest mentor. I dumped everything that I knew because I knew he was that good, and I did right doing that. Dumping everything, every indicator. Just I deleted everything because I understood who I was dealing with. Sometimes that's what you got to do. But he rewrote everything. I mean, everything that I knew. And I asked questions, so many questions, and so many whys. Because it was like, I did this, but I did it things very differently each and every time. And it was so wrong. I was so wrong because I was dependent on videos, these false mentors that were teaching me all the wrong stuff. And when you're learning all the wrong stuff, it's hard to improve. And when you're learning the whys, you're only going to grow. So, with that, I say if you join through an MLM, see it for what it is. I mean, you're only going to learn the basics no matter what you do. And yeah, you're there to sell things. You want to when you're in an MLM, just understand it's a sales-based opportunity. You're going to make more money selling than you are going to through trading with them. That's why most of them shut down. So, and then with that, continue to grow. I mean, there are some good books out there that will actually help you grow in your trading. I'll put a link in the description to actually help you figure out what you want to learn. And at the same time, mentorship helps too. I mean, there are a lot of garbage mentors, I will say, but sometimes you got to make the investment to see who's legit and maybe not even limit yourself. You just bounce from mentor to mentor and just learn different things if you don't know how to filter anything out. I mean, I got to a point I could filter those things out and figure out who was teaching what. Some people stick with, like, do use the indicator and do okay depending on the strategy, and but it doesn't mean it works and doesn't mean it's a great long-term strategy. And some of them, they just strictly use price action, advanced, all the advanced stuff that doesn't require like the tools. I wanted the people that weren't using the tools so I could actually grow that way. And then if I wanted to use the tools, I can make that an option. Not all tools are bad. It's confirmation. That's the way I think of it. I mean, confirm. But I'm at a point I don't use the tools at all. So, but overall, Forex 2020 is going to be great. I will say that about myself. And I keep an open mind. I only continue to grow. And that was back in 2014. I got my first mentor in 2017. So imagine the growth. But if you want to learn more about the markets, Forex, stocks, cryptocurrencies, whatever, I will put more information in the description. And feel free to subscribe because I'm going to be loading up my page with more and more content, especially for the year 2020. So feel free to hit me up as well.